Hello, I'm Richard Suada, the director and founder of the Revelation Perth International Film Festival.
Hello, I'm Ben Young. I'm an ambassador for the Revelation Film Festival, but most importantly, a long-time supporter and fan.
I'm Jack Sargent. I'm the program director for Revelation, so I choose most of the films you see on the screen.
Well, I guess we're here to talk about films, and no one knows the films better than you guys. And so I guess what would a couple of your picks be and why?
One thing that I'm really pleased we got in the program is the Delia Derbyshire documentary. And that's something that's really close to me. And she was the woman who worked for the BBC Radiophonic Workshop, most famously helped work on the music for Doctor Who. So the whole film is about her and her life, and there's all these great recreations of the BBC Radiophonic Workshop.
Yeah.
And the idea that these people were like in the early 60s were just like making tape loops, and it's not like today where you can just mix it on your phone. They were like getting, tape and having it all around the room and slowing it down and speeding it up.
To generate these different kind of sounds.
And those kind of oscillators, and all that kind of craziness.
You had these pioneers, all these electronic instruments were women, and these, women were the ones who really invested in, experience in these. And the Delia Derbyshire documentary is interesting because she's this woman who totally reimagined sound.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm really pleased we got that one.
Well, look, speaking of reimagining things, we're not here to fuck spiders. The new Australian feature film. It's set in a house, set in a derelict house, shot in a week. The characters were only given their character motivation. They weren't given the whole story, so they didn't
so the script itself is kind of improvised?
It's completely improvised, yeah. And I was talking to one of the stars of the movie, Stephanie King, the other day, and she was saying that it was like being in theatre where you weren't constrained to hitting a mark, where you had the whole stage to move around. And she said it was the most amazing experience in the film. It is so incredible. It's like so tight. It feels like you're watching a documentary, like in a real drug house.
Is it all found footage?
All the footage, all the film is made up of surveillance footage.
Great.
And it's just a kick-ass movie. It's a kick-ass movie. And it's like when we saw it, it's like I said to Jack, mate, you have to look at this movie.
I think this one, it shows local talent, Australian talent, and that's really good. Something to get behind.
It's an awesome movie. I love it.
I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, I love it.
After talking about this, crime and vengeance and stuff, now's the time to talk about Alien on stage.
Yes.
Nobody move.
We're just normal people, aren't we?
Normal people don't do things like this.
No.
It's like an amateur dramatics group doing Alien.
I think it looks fantastic. I remember when I was in high school, I just couldn't understand why we had to do the same crappy musicals every year. And why couldn't we take a classic movie and put it on stage? And so when I read about this actually happening in the UK, I thought, I have to watch this film.
It's a warm film. Like you come out of it and you're like, that was really nice. There's a real warmth to it.
It's a celebration of ordinariness. Think about it as ordinary.
Every alternative I've come up with, I hope, has done what Ridley Scott would have wanted to do, but in a more basic format.
How did that come about? How did they decide that, let's just put on...
It's all explained in the film.
Yeah.
You have to watch it because the more you watch it, the more you're like, what? They did this?
Suffice to say, they bite off a lot more than they can chew. So, it's really great. It's lots of fun and those films that do celebrate the ordinary and the everyday, because they're right behind us all the time and next door and over the backyard fence and all that sort of thing. So those kind of films really make you look at the ordinary differently, just the everyday. It's lovely like that. It's good.
Yeah, no, that's a really nice film. Another film that we're doing is Miss Marx, which is really interesting because I think we're doing one screening of that one, and it's about Karl Marx's daughter.
Yeah.
Just as the workers are the creatures of a tyranny of idlers, women are the creatures of a tyranny of men. I've got work to do.
It's made by the woman who did the biopic of Nico, the last.
Oh yeah, that was a good movie too.
That we did a couple of years ago.
One, yeah.
So I'm really glad we got that one in.
Can I have one? Can I have a film, please?
Well, I just said serious stuff, and you're going to talk about Jumbo.
I'm going to talk about Jumbo. I'm going to talk about my favourite film on the program, Jumbo. Jumbo is a brilliant magical realism film, a very beautiful coming-of-age film. It looks brilliant on the big screen. It's got so much colour. The sound is brilliant.
Yeah.
It's big screen stuff. All the relationships in the movie work so well, and the characters they're not what you think they are when you first meet them. You think, oh wow, that I was not expecting that. And
Wow.
I was not expecting that from you.
And that whole idea of fairground rides and stuff I like. There's not enough films set in fairgrounds. You know, I like a good love story. I like magical realism. And I like films about outsiders. So to me, it worked really well.
Yeah, it's a brilliant, brilliant movie. I love it. It's just so strange and warm.
Sounds
warmly
awesome.
strange.
Yep.